The shine on the handle, all that has to really happen is you have to show where the width is, or the edge that's catching the light. And have a good liner, and the paint has to be exactly the right consistency. And then it's not too tricky. Just coming in with warm white and lining what is in essence the leading edge of this handle. I'm going to block some of it out. I think that's kind of the easiest way to, if you get outside of where you're trying to hit, sometimes it's easiest to come back in with just some of the background color. But that's pretty much all we have to do on that handle, is just show where the light is catching on that leading edge. It will be the brightest right up at the top. Again, I like how this kind of looks like it's just coming out of the darkness, but finding a few of those key areas. Well, you never know if your shines are correct until you put in the shadow work. And actually, my favorite part on this is how easy the shadow is on the teapot. Because the teapot is elevated, what happens, the feet just pretty much cast a shadow. And so start with black right under the feet. Darkening that side just a little bit. This one just the same. Letting it fade to nothingness. I'm just using black and just using a dry brush. We want these to look transparent. But if they don't look transparent, or it's not moving at all, you can come back in with some extender of some sort. The shadows on these grapes, if need be, you can cast, first of all you have to cast a shadow where the grapes, cast that shadow where it's resting on the table. And then one grape can cast a shadow onto another, but remember that our shadows only fall to the left. So in this little grouping, there's no receiver to the left. These grapes in the back, again, we just need a shadow to set them down. Here perhaps one grape will cast a shadow onto another. The plum is finally something substantial, so it's going to cast a fairly strong shadow. Grapes, casting those puddle shadows. Then on our cloth will cast a shadow onto the table. Where it's raised up, there could be some distance between the shadow and the cloth, and then where you want to say the cloth is laying flush up against the table, make it just a very thin line. If this division isn't strong enough, you can get that as well. If the back of the cloth just looks too pronounced, you can come back in and glaze this darker, very similar to what we did on our silver pitcher. We just generally don't want the eye to go where there's nothing to see, so if you glaze this back edge, it just kind of helps focus the eye in on the important areas. And then you can also take a look at the front edge of your cloth. If it's not apparent, you can come back in with warm white and strengthen that edge. And you could of course come in and put in any ripples in the cloth that you might want, any light on the edge of the shadows. Just adding that one more dimension. I think that has it. This is our quick painting. So go ahead and let it rest for a while and see if you can see anything that you might want to change, and varnish it, and then look at it again and get ready for our next painting.